The line starts with the word makor hamalchus. So we discussed this was quite a daring process to explain how the malchus is in root, in source, it's above all the sphirot. And then when the malchus is revealed, when the atom is revealed in full force, the malchus revealed in its full glory, and then but it is revealed that malchus is superior to all the sphirot, and it mashpia in all the sphirot. So we discussed this yesterday on the human level. And the point in the Maimer is that since that there will be the full revelation of the etzem, and when there's a full revelation of the etzem, everything takes its position, so to speak, and takes its message from the way it is in the etzem itself. And therefore, we're coming back to the same question. What is the point of Yidden vying for Nishiki? So for this, he explained that what happens in Nishiki, what happens in that Gilui, that when the hashpah is from the etzem, so then the etzem avod, the higher madrige comes also in the form of a mahus rather than a haor, and therefore the mahus of the elyon is mashpia in the tach. So therefore, in that respect, this is not just a haor. It is the mahus of avo, and this is why this is an advantage at that point. The principle that malchus is mashpia in all the sphirot, and that is higher and so forth. So we discussed it again, principally on the human level, where we pointed out that the full development of the human presence in the world is actually rooted in the highest essence of what the human being is, and when it reveals itself and it takes full expression, this is the essence of that malchus. This is why this is mashpia and all. In simple terms, again mashpia b'kulam, we all understand that this is an attempt in a very minute manner to give us some sense of what we're talking about. A person has supreme koiches, starting from chochmah bina v'das, and then he has midas. And these midas have ultimately express himself in machshava dibur ma'isa and so forth. And the highest koiches by a person is chochmah, chabad. Chabad normally draws from koiches makifim, from oineg, from arichampim, from oineg and rotz. But when there is a full revelation of the malchus, then things reverse themselves. But the malchus is actually mashpia in chabad.
In what?
Is mashpia in chabad.
Malchus.
Just as we pointed out that when you have an chozer means that there is an attempt to bring sechel to Metzius of the world itself, to the lowest level, beyond sechel, below sechel. And that elicits, that brings out from the koyach hiyuli of the sechel. That elicits the highest thing, and even higher than sechel altogether. Koyach hiyuli, as we said, is higher than koyach hamaskil. It's not sechel at all. All right. So I said the line begins with makor. So then malchus, also the misgal and the shorim shel makor malchus, and therefore malchus will rise above all the sphirot, all the koiches, and will be mashpia in all. At the end of that line, makor, but nevertheless, hare yi yelaosir gam kein yichud zo malchus. Nevertheless, even though malchus at that point will be superior, be mashpia in all the sphirot, nevertheless, this phenomenon of yichud zo malchus, of the join of zaah and malchus, will still be present in the Osid Loza. We'll get the point what this is. Ukmeisha Kosov, as the Posik says, Eishes Chayil Ateres Baila. Malchus is the union from Isha, and zaah is the union from Zohar. And Eishes Chayil Ateres Baila, which means that the Eishes Chayil, the union from Malchus, Ateres Baila, this is the crown of the husband. Hare gam k'mei shehi b'bchinas ateres, which means in this posik of Eishes Chayil Ateres Baila, it shows two seemingly contradictory views. On the one hand, it says gam k'mei shehi b'bchinas ateres, you refer to the Eishes Chayil, you refer to the Malchus in form of ateres. Ateres means a crown above everything. And yet still nikra zaah malchus. Zaah is still called bailo, the baal of the malchus. Even though at that point malchus is referred to as ateres, as a crown. It would seem odd. What is the pertinence? What is the significance of yichud zaah malchus when malchus is actually higher than zaah? What is the significance? What is the need to be yichud zaah malchus? Malchus is mashpia in zaah. As we said, a terrorist violence, this is the crown. Ayin who, however the Ayin is, the Ayin malchus. For malchus he bechinas helem vegilui. Malchus something is not fully malchus is bechinas helem. And the gilui comes from the zaah. We'll say in a second. Malchus is bechinas helem and gilui. Helem and gilui. Malchus has two states, helem and gilui. Ukmoi kein sheiru shemokin hamalchus. So that in the sheiru shemokin hamalchus is bechinas helem. It is in a state of helem. V'hainu shezehu l'maylam bechinas helem v'gilui. Which means that the way it is in Shoirish, the essence of malchus is l'maylam bechinas helem v'gilui. V'zaah hu bechinas gilui. And zaah is the Ayin from gilui. Al kei, gam sheiru shemokir hamalchus is gala bechinas zaah. And thus, the sheiru shemokir hamalchus will reveal itself in zaah. V'alidei zaah yi hagilui b'malchus. And through its joining with zaah, that will bring about gilui in malchus. V'nimtza shneya. Therefore, we have both. Comes out both. What is the both? Shehagilui yiyeh b'chinas hamalchus. That the gilui will be from the aspect of malchus. Hainu mishorshu mekoira hakoder. It will be a gilui of the essence of malchus, the way it is in its root. Ve'amalchus tis'ale tale b'chinazu. And then malchus will rise to this root state. Komo kim still hagilui yiyeh b'chinas zaah. The gilui will be in the zaah aspect. The yoyse b'chinas hagilui. Because that the malchus, that the zaah is the hagilui. Ve'al yoda. And through the effect of zaah, yiyeh hagilui b'chinas malchus. There will be gilui in the Ayin from malchus. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not going to correct the printing. I think there's something not some words missing here. But the principle of every saying is this. Yes, indeed, malchus is that's malchus is superior to all the spheres. But malchus, in essence, is in from helem. And in order to be megala, the essence of malchus, it has to join together, it has to join with zaah. This is where the essence of malchus is misgala. Again, as we always try to give us a little bit of an inkling of a handle what we are saying. And I'd like we should kind of open up a little bit and think on a supreme sechel level. We speak all the time. We use the mashal for that. We use the mashal, the human being, and in the human being we use the union of Beis. Odom shein Beis or any other. Now Beis, as we already discussed many times. Beis is the new hamalchus. Malchus, like we said, this is the malchus of the, even a table. This is like the malchus of the human being. Beis is like the malchus. This is where he occupies, he establishes himself as a presence just because he's present. That's because he's present. Not the house does not have any particular function. It's not a house with offices. It's a house, not houses. That's this presence is established there. But it's established as an established presence. Then, and we always point out that the essence of this house represents not the serviceability, not the service, not the utility that the house provides, just the reality itself. Nevertheless, when do you see that this person is really established in this home? Is it when he owns the home, when he purchases the home? Or when he furnishes it and defines the various rooms, the dining room and the living room and the kitchen and the bedroom, which is the other qualities in the human being. What do these qualities reveal? I always point out that ultimately they're all actually revealing the malchus element. Why does a person, quote unquote, deserve a dining room and comfortable chairs and all other amenities? Because of the malchus element. Like we say, the Gemara says, Odom, that a person, ha'echel b'shuk. Ha'echel b'shuk, he's eating. He's eating take-out food. He's running in the street, he's eating. What's wrong? Domel kelem. There is not the human dignity in this. What is human dignity? That he should sit at the table on the place and have his food and comfort. This comfort, it's not just the comfort of it, it's also the human dignity that is at stake over here. Similarly, all the amenities of a home, the fact that in a home everything has its place. In a home is organized, is in order, and everything is at the service, so to speak. Aim at the human comfort. Is it the comfort, or is the human dignity that is effort, that is expressed there? So ultimately, it is the zaah, so to speak. All other qualities, and that are expressed, that are developed in the home, they reveal the real essence of this malchus. The malchus is superior to it. Because should the person have all of these amenities in a hotel room, it's not going to be the same. The fact that his home is a completely different state phenomenon. But where is that identified, the man is that revealed, what is the inyan hamalchus through zaah. This is the yichud zaah malchus in essence.
Yeah, we call zaah the baila.
This is like Choy's Bible.
So that's like the furnishings are like the baila.
Yeah, but that says what is this about? What's contained in it? All right. I said the words over here, I could not really fit them. Something is missing. Either missing or too much. But the message, the point is, as we discussed it. Now, derech zeh, so now we can cross the bridge. Now, derech zeh, in a like manner, yesh loima. Now we can explain the inyan haneshiki regarding the principle of neshiki. That although that this is only a haora, the beginning is a haora levad, neshikin haora hare haora, he beginning gilui. However, in haora there is a special maila. There's a special advantage in haora. What is that beginning gilui? It's a statement. Ve'al kain, and thus, and therefore, alidei zeh davke hu hamshochos u'atzmos. This is why we say that to nishikin, only to nishikin, to gilui comes hamshochos u'atzmos. The fact that there is the inyan, but behelem, it's not hamshoch. The hamshochos u'atzmos is through the gilui. Okay, two more lines here. Zehu mailas hanishikin le'yosef. This now explains to us the mile of nishikin. What is the additional inyan nishikin le'yosef? The hagam sheyeh gili ho'atzmis. Although that there was gili ho'atzmis, what do you need nishikin? Mikol mokaim, but still he hagilei hazeh aledei ha'haora debchinas nishikin. The gili of that atzmis will come to the haora of nishikin. This is why they're buying for nishikin, because we want the gili ho'atzmis, not just to have it behelem.
So, not knowing the answer now, what was the original question that we had? That
Since there's going to be the atzmos.
Yeah.
Why are you dividing for nishikin? Nishikin is a haora.
I mean, the Atmos has it. Everything is being, everything is on the level of the Atmi.
Right. So what is that? What's nishikin about? Nishikin is a haora of the answer.
Because without it, you would not have. That
The
would not be
gilui.
revealed. What would that mean to be there without being revealed? No, I don't even go there.
Right. Don't even go there. Not tomorrow in this world. It's like being invited to somebody's home. And you come, and he doesn't even greet you. Opens the door for you. What's superior, to open the door, allow you in, or to say, hi, welcome? Which is the real thing?
Say hi, welcome.
The real thing is he allows into your home. Right?
You're a guest in his home. This is what makes you a guest.
But it's completely concealed. This is it for this morning, and I don't believe that we made it through over here.
We didn't make it yet.
Huh?
You said you don't believe we made it.
No. This was pretty clear. I mean, we have another version.
The difficulty was that it says the malchus is helem v'gilui instead of just helem.
Yeah, I can't place this. Yeah.